Yo, I'm upset. I just recorded a reaction video, but apparently it wasn't recorded. So I gotta do this shit all over again. It won't be like, oh, but I really want to debate this because I really want to talk about this because it's a good topic, bro. It's an amazing topic. Before I fuck, let's go.
I think we'll have him on the 15th.
Now, listen, for just 5 seconds, okay? This is no joke here.
But then I don't even know what the red pill idea of a high value man is. Is it just being rich? Like, what's the point of having all this money and not having a family?
What is a high value man? It's the first part of the tweet. What does that mean?
You tell me what a high value man is. Because here's the thing: is it doesn't matter what I'm going to say is a high value man. You guys are fucking
because it's your tweet.
Douche nozzles like yourself to have this conversation in the first place.
How old are you, bro? Douche nozzles?
Yes. You guys are idiots. Why you guys come in here from Twitch straight? Like, how?
You don't think Ben Shapiro's a high value man?
Let's take for. Do I think he is? I don't think he's a high value man.
Wait, what is his definition? He owns his own business. It's like one of the most successful alt media platforms in the world. He's married his fucking young sweetheart.
Right. You know who else is not a high value guy? Elon Musk. Let's see. Who else? Jeff Bezos. Yeah, go back to Twitch. There's some advice for you. That's some real advice.
Your boy's here.
Rollo Tomasi, shout out to Rollo Tomasi in the fucking house.
Bro, why are you in the chat, bro? Like, he's always in the chat.
What else? Hey, chill. He's probably doing his hair right now.
Bro,
okay?
he's our homie, man. Destiny just.
It's not just your stream. Like, I see him in every show I go on. Just dudes like, are you always online?
He'll be here next week.
Are you serious, bro? Valuetainment. Yeah, Pearl show, everything.
Would you debate Rollo?
Of course I would.
He would body you.
Okay.
He would body you.
All right.
I want y'all to keep a mental note of how this nigga's energy is from here. Like, how would you debate Rollo? Of course I will. He'll body you. Yeah, he'll body you. Remember when I said I will fight Abba and preach? Yeah, I got pussy, but this nigga's body you in the debate. The amount of dick sucking this nigga does in this fucking video. Holy shit.
All right.
Just sure. As long as his wife lets him do it, you know?
Bro. What the?
Destiny just sends this week. OF girls to debate me because he's too scared to come to Vegas and sit across the table for me. Offer's been open since November.
Damn.
If he wants to debate me on somebody else's podcast, that's fine. But I'm not going to go and like dig this guy up like fucking
week.
Lazarus from the underworld and try to resurrect his career. That's not my job.
He'll be here next week.
Okay, I'll be here too.
We should do a round table.
Okay, round table.
Yeah, if he wants to, yeah.
And he should debate your ass.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Let's pull up Rollo's tweet real quick because this has been a point of contention
with Sneako.
A lot of things. And we got it right there. So this was his tweet, right? It goes, and this was from a week ago? About a week ago?
Well, a week ago.
So the quickest path to becoming a high value man: number one, don't get married, avoid family creation, vasectomy in your 20s, lift consistently, eliminate all sedations, learn game and networking, play to your strengths, build wealth, resist easing up on your focus. And it's the quickest path to becoming a high value man.
Guys, just hearing that or reading that, right? Doesn't that sound like instructions? Doesn't that sound like advice? Doesn't that sound like, you know, things you're supposed to do? Like, if you want to become a high value man, you should do this type shit. Isn't that what that sounds like? I think that's what that sounds like, right? Let's all agree on that. Okay? Okay.
And I know that, you know, Sneako had some point of contention specifically with number 3, which is get a vasectomy in your 20s.
Can I just ask, why did he need 8 points? Did he like get contracted to write all 8 of these? Because like I see some duplication. So like number 2, avoid family creation. Number 3, vasectomy in your 20s.
It's kind of the
Couldn't
same.
that be like collapsed into 1 point? Did he need 8? Did he feel stupid with like 6 or 7? Or
okay, I mean you're.
I'm just curious. But
I think
like
he's clarifying it out. It's just 8 things. I mean, he could have put them together. I guess
the best person to ask question to is Rollo directly.
That's true.
So we'll do it next week, probably.
I hope so, yeah.
But this list is concise because once again, he's just saying in general, faster way to get to that point.
Yeah.
What is high value man?
I think he means what he means in this context is being a guy that's like desirable to women and being attractive to women, so that you'll be I guess a marketable sexual partner.
Well, but that doesn't make sense, right? Like avoid family creation and get a vasectomy.
That's what women want.
Be attractive to men.
But no. It's because
women, right?
Again, like I said it before. I'll say it again because you're here. So he gave the instructions to retard proof it, right? Because when you give advice, typically you have to, appeal to the lowest common denominator. So like there's guys out there, right, that could have been, I'm being honest here. There's guys out there that, could have played basketball back in the day, maybe football, whatever. And their career got smashed because they got a girl pregnant and they couldn't pursue what they want to do because they had to be a dad early.
True.
So what he's saying is, okay, this is how you mitigate risk so you could become a higher status guy. We're going to eliminate all the things that could fuck you up. Now, I want to make this very clear for some of y'all because some of you guys don't understand. I'm not saying I advocate for vasectomies or whatever. I don't have one. I've never gotten one. But what I am saying is that given the context of what he's tweeting for this specific situation, it makes sense because he's saying, hey, these are the ways so that you don't fuck yourself up to ensure that you're going to be successful. He's retard proofing it.
But that is a pretty retarded advice because you're saying do this so that you become more attractive to women. So what's even the point of having a relationship with a woman if you can't have kids with her? Then you're just having an.
To me, guys, to me, right? I'm put on this earth to be a provider. I want to provide for my family. I'm becoming. I want to be successful, not just only for me, but for my family. I want to be able to buy my mama a car one day. I want to be able to buy my auntie a car one day. I want to be able to be in a position where if I want to take a vacation, I don't have to wait 2-3 months in advance to take that vacation. I want to be in a position where I could do all of that shit and I'll be good. Like, you feel me? I don't have to save. I want to be in a position where me and my wife choose to go 50-50 and she doesn't have the 50 on her end. I could be able to cover the 100. I want to be in a position where my wife don't even have to work. I'm doing all of this shit. I want to be financially stable, not just for me, but for my family, because I want to continue my lineage. I want to continue my bloodline. I want to have a little me. I want to have a little junior. I want to have I'm not saying I'm gonna name him Junior, but you get what I'm saying. I want a family to provide and support for. I don't want to die alone because I'm making all this money for them. I want to have generational wealth. I want to be able to leave all that I make behind to somebody. If you have all this money, you fucking all these bitches, and you got a vasectomy, no kids and whatnot, what's the point of you having all this money? Like, because when you die, you can't take it with you. Who you gonna leave it for? Who you gonna enjoy spending that time with? Who you have all that money, and who you gonna enjoy it with? Yourself. That shit get played out.
An empty relationship, just a fucker for your whole life, and then what?
He's saying to become high value.
And then here comes the start of the dick sucker.
Which means you make the choice. Do I want to do that or not? So he's gave you the choice to do that, but once to become high value.
Myron just said that it's to become high value, to become attractive to a woman.
Yeah, if that's what you choose.
I feel like we're 2 months away from tweets of like, give your bro like the key to your fucking cock chastity cage to make sure that you guys are fucking around without permission or whatever. Like, I feel like we're
that's
like, don't you guys tweet all the time about how like, oh, like women are disgusting that are freezing their eggs at like 20 and they're never gonna find out. Yes. And now you've got like guys that go to sperm clinics like, here you go, I'm never gonna be able to impregnate my wife because there's like a 30% reversal rate on this fucking surgery, but maybe in the future I can
laugh
inject
at
my
girls who want to freeze their eggs all the time.
Yeah, like, it's like the same
but
shit.
But notice, right, he has 2 points.
Like a 90% reversal rate.
Yeah, actually.
Well, depending on how quick it is. Wait, for vasectomies?
Yeah, to get it reversed and be able to actually
after like 10 years, it's like 30 to 50%.
Yeah, but
your 20s is 10 years.
You're supposed to reverse it back within the 10
years. Well, wait, hold on, wait.
Your
So
20s
you're gonna
is
get
10 years.
At like, you're gonna get a vasectomy at 20, become high value by 23, and then get it reversed. Like what?
I mean, I want to say 23. You're being extreme as usual.
Well, he said,
nigga, everything is extreme. But that this nigga's let's saying get a vasectomy at 20, don't have kids, don't have nothing, and you're talking about having a kid limits you to an extent, but having a kid makes me. If I had a kid at a young age or whatever, it would make me want to grind harder for my child, because I want my child to be good. I want my child to be supportive. I'm supporting. It just having a kid is not always a bad thing. It's a motivator to some.
Your 20s, that's 10 years.
Yeah, but you can do it, but when you're 28, 29.
So 9 years, what is it, 45% chance of reversal? Bro, you're not going to have kids anymore.
You're sterilizing half your audience. That's just wild to me.
Hold on. Notice he had 2 points there. He said, 1, avoid what? Family creation, and 3, vasectomy in 20s. You can choose what you want to do. Yeah.
This nigga can't count.
Apply what you need to apply. He's just saying you could do either or.
Okay. No, he's
I'm
not.
just saying, I'm worried that Rollo's kids aren't going to have any customers to sell books to. Okay,
here's
that's what I'm
the
worried
thing
about.
you guys are confusing it with. He's giving that advice. Those things are to mitigate fuck ups.
Yeah.
So that you get on your path to becoming higher status. That's to mitigate fuck ups. It's not about this is so you can fucking have a bunch of kids and have a family. That's not the advice. The advice is this is how you mitigate fuck ups in your 20s so that you can become attractive. Now, again, like I said before, am I telling guys go out there and get a vasectomy? No. But he's giving these points because if you follow those things, it's going to be very difficult for you to fuck your life up.
Here's a question.
I don't agree with that. Just because you have a vasectomy, just because you don't create family, just because you stay away from sedation, that doesn't mean you're gonna have a good. You're not gonna fuck up your life. What if trouble comes, bro? Sometimes you can't avoid that shit. And what if you get yourself in that trouble situation? Anything can happen in your life. Vasectomy doesn't that don't mean nothing. Wear a condom. There's birth control. There's Plan Bs. There's mad other shits, mad other ways around stuff. Like no.
Question for on that list.
Yeah, go
He's got two things. Okay, about your dick. Okay, about avoid family creation, get a vasectomy. Is there anything on that list about like just avoid women,
But
avoid
hold on.
temptation?
Hold on. We know as men, we want women no matter what. Whether we want.
I have self-control on you fucking mutt. I don't know about you. I got self-control. I don't need to pay for pussy. I don't want woman no matter what. Mister, I want burning desire.
Want to abstain or be monk mode, it doesn't matter. However, question for you guys on the panel: if you had a kid, be honest here, would you be where you're at right now?
Destiny had a kid at
Have
his
a
early
kid,
20s.
yeah.
No. Well, oh, you did?
Yeah, he had a
He's
kid
in
in his early
depression,
20s.
Okay.
He's very successful.
But I mean, no, it was a lot of difficulty, of course. Yeah.
But be honest though, your kid is amazing, I bet. But at the same time, it did hold you back a little bit.
No,
on
yeah, of
certain
course,
things. Sneako, for you, would you be in the same spot? Honestly,
If I had a kid, at what age are you talking about?
earlier, like 20.
I mean,
No, you wouldn't be. That's the point here.
yeah, who knows where I would have been? My life would have been a completely different life.
The point is you might not even be here. I'm just trying to say he's saying mitigate risk and say, you know what? Avoid
Well,
Nigga, where is here, bro? Like you act like if y'all podcast is the end all be all. Get over yourself, you fucking pug.
I might not be on the Fresh and Fit podcast right now, but I would have been successful in different realms, and maybe I would have taken a different path.
How do you
also,
know?
why not just like use protection?
Yeah, see, this okay.
That's a good point. And he said avoid what? Family creation, which means use a condom too.
No, it doesn't. It says get a vasectomy. That was the
No,
advice.
that's
Stop trying
number
to.
three.
You're coping,
That's
bro.
number 3. Number 2 says avoid what? Creation.
So is it like this
It
is
could
like the list of 8 things to be successful? Pick 5.
That's the list.
Listen.
It's like a build your own lunchbox from
It's-
Taco Bell. Like
it's-
what? I thought
it's
you'd
the
follow all the points of the
context
list.
A faster way to be high value, which means, for example, mitigate risk. That's all he's saying here.
Hold on. Okay, but here's the part that I completely disagree with.
I mean,
and
in
I'm
the
not
context under what he's talking, I
you're
think.
taking it-
but
yeah,
this
I'm
is-
taking
this
it
is-
a whole other level.
I'm not.
We're taking it literally.
This
as
is
it's written, right?
which you should take it literally if this is the Godfather of the red pill, right? You guys all give this guy so much credit. I don't really know
He's
much
written
about
like 5 books supposedly,
the
right?
hypocritical part about it is that we make fun of girls all the time for not controlling their sexual urges and being hoes all the time. Like she belongs to the streets, all this stuff. You tell guys that they're losers if they don't go to the gym. They're losers if they play video games. You're a loser if you smoke weed. You're a loser if you watch sports. You need to exercise discipline. But when it comes to girls, oh shit, get a vasectomy because you can't control yourself, because you're not capable of exercising discipline. Why do you have to be disciplined in every single aspect of life? Networking, success, all this stuff, watching sports, playing video games. You need to be on your stuff. But for women, nut inside girls with after getting a transgender surgery. That's the one thing you can't be disciplined in.
Sneako, can you stop fucking girls?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Hold it to it right now. Don't fuck until you get married.
Well, no.
Just because no, that's not the same as him stop. You asked him if he could stop fucking girls. Yes, he says he can. He has the self-control to do it. But you're talking about, oh, prove it. Don't fuck until you get married. Nigga, why? Why? Why the fuck? Who the fuck are you for me to take that bet? Like, what are you trying to prove right now? You're not trying to prove shit. If me fucking somebody to fuck, just fuck his urges. If I want to act on that shit, I want to act on that shit. But that doesn't mean I can't stop fucking them. Like, what are you talking about?
Better advice.
You
Better
just
advice.
said you can hold it. So don't fuck until you get married.
Better advice is
No. I swear to God.
What,
Right now.
you're saying no.
Are you cool with that? Handshake.
Well, no, wait,
This is such a
So you're not gonna let him talk? You're not gonna let him look? It's a fucking pug, bro. It's a dog in a hoodie. Holy shit!
Here's the real
needs-
question. Here's
you
the real
need
question.
to
Hold on.
fuck.
Has Sneako fucked a girl before?
Yes.
Has he had a vasectomy?
No.
Does he have any kids?
no.
He's
Then boom, there you go. He's able to do it. He's able to do
He
it.
was plan B, so he would have had a kid, which means he's gonna fuck at some point.
Hey,
We're
listen,
human.
and they still
We're
sell
men.
plan. They still sell Plan B.
No, but the point is
That is the point. He's able to fuck girls, not have a vasectomy, and still not have kids. It's possible.
What did number 2 say? Avoid family creation. It could be condom or plan B.
He's avoiding it.
But he's just saying to be
Yeah, it's
extra
another
careful.
form of contraception, is what it is, basically.
But he didn't say that, and that's not a good form of contraception because it's not supposed to be reversed. That's what the doctor tells you when you get a vasectomy surgery. It's like you cannot expect this to be reversed. That's
Why you putting your hands on your hip like, yo, this nigga just a I don't know why, bro. Something makes me want to punch this nigga in his fucking face. I'm sorry.
you shouldn't go into that thinking that you're going to reverse it. And also, a better advice, instead of saying never fuck again, maybe for the women that I do have sex with, prepare that she could be the mother of your children. Maybe don't spend time with hoes all the time thinking I need to fuck 50 girls so I understand feminists and how retarded they are. Maybe just don't fuck them. Maybe fuck women that you can see yourself having a family with.
When you first hold on, that's a very good
You
point.
won't be able to detect that though unless you have experience.
You need experience.
You need experience, bro.
I won't be able to detect if a girl is a hoe or a wife material without experience. Easy. You see, hold on. I got y'all right now. Let's type you know what? Megan D Stallion. I got a good point I'm about to make. Hold on, y'all. I got a good fucking point. I got a good point I'm trying to make. Just meet me here. Just meet me here, right? Let me find something. Okay, no, fuck it. Let's just use Megan Thee Stallion. Beyonce. Let me just out of Megan Thee Stallion or Beyonce. Let's say y'all didn't know who Beyonce was. Y'all didn't know who Megan Thee Stallion was. Which one of y'all think is gonna be the better wife? Megan? Or Beyonce? Which one do y'all think would be the better wife? I didn't fuck none of them, but I think Beyonce would be the better wife.
How do you know? Wait, no. How do you need experience? What does that mean?
How would you know what's good for you if you never had it?
The red pill advice is
how do you know what's good for you if you never had it? That's like saying if a doctor prescribes a newborn baby medication. Wait, no, my baby never had it. That's not good for him. I gotta have it first for my baby to know I had it. No, bitch, that's not how that shit works. The same way you can know, like, it's rare that you're gonna find a wifey at a fucking club with a girl just twerking on everything with whatever. You could clearly tell she might not be wifey material versus the girl that fucking goes to church church girls are freaks too. Versus the girl that goes to church, goes to the library, stays by herself, dresses conservative, like is soft spoken or whatever. You could tell off right from her character that she has, that she's a wife. And there's other ways, bro. You don't need to. Sex doesn't show you that somebody is gonna be a good fucking wife or nothing. A lot of people lose interest after sex. Majority of men, once we hit it tight, like, we lose that interest, but that doesn't show you nothing. What shows somebody if they're a fucking wife material is the conversations you have, the experiences you got together, how they are with their fucking family, how they are with their siblings. Do they take care of their house? Is their house clean? Do they have a good job? Are they like hygienic? Like shit like that. Their manners, all of that is way more important than fucking somebody. What does having sex with a bitch have to do with her being a good mom? Oh, she got a good pussy, so that means she gonna have a good mom? I mean, she gonna be a good mom? Is she gonna fuck your kids? Is she gonna be fucking your son? Like, what are you really saying right now, you fucking pug?
You need 50 bodies to understand women. I want to open this one up.
Let's go.
Do you think you need to fuck a girl to tell if she's like family material?
No. We're saying experience-wise.
What does experience mean?
No. Dating, courting, having that one-on-one experience. Okay, she likes this, she doesn't like this. This is weird. This doesn't work. I can tell from experience what works.
Wait, what does any of that have to do with fucking her?
Hold on, I'm getting.
Every girl is different. Just because one works for one girl is not gonna work for another girl. One girl might be infatuated with anal, while the other girl's like, fuck no, nothing's going in my ass. What are you talking about?
There. Okay. Now, adding in sex, you can understand. Okay, once this point has passed, I can see who she really is. Because remember, people put on front at the very beginning, but when you have sex with somebody, they are more often likely to show you who they.
You know who put on the front in the beginning after they fuck? Niggas like you and Myron. Oh, you can't fuck me. You can't come on the platform unless you fuck me. I'm on the Sugar Daddy website. I had a 1,000 bodies, but I can't get this girl to kiss me on the cheek. Shut the fuck up, bro.
They really are.
That is absolutely not true. How many stories do you hear of husbands who are like, my wife used to blow me every single day, and then as soon as we got married, all the sex stopped? Or we have dead bedrooms now. We were super active our first year, but that is absolutely not true. Sex can absolutely change after you've gotten married. And you can tell, regardless of experience, you can tell who's a 304 or who's like family material without fucking them first. For you guys, you can probably tell just by looking at their Instagrams.
I don't get this. Why are they saying 3 or 4? Like, we're not back in my high school days with those low ass calculators with a 10. Just say hoes, bro. Y'all saying fucking sluts, whores, and whatever. Just say hoes. What the fuck? Hoes.
Isn't that what you guys are like professionals at? Is picking out hoes based on their Instagram pictures? You're telling me you have to fuck through like 30 women to find a good, like, how many conservative men, like if we brought in like real conservative men who have strong families, how many of them are like, yeah, you know, I had to fuck 25 bitches when I was in college in order to find the love of my life right now that could take care of my kids? That's a wild statement. If you want to, that's fine, but don't pretend you're doing it for this fucking altruistic purpose of finding a good mom.
But that's the
Facts.
Can you admit that when you meet somebody for the first time, right? You're trying to see who they really are as a person, and ultimately you're gonna have sex, right?
I mean,
No.
you don't have to.
No, nigga. I could have a relationship. I could have a sexual relationship with someone. I think a girl that waits, that makes you work for the pussy, is a lot more attractive. It's a lot more desirable than the bitch that you fuck on the first night.
Too.
But I mean, you know, having sex is like the least important part of seeing what kind of a person they are.
Big fucking facts. Bro.
Actually, if you're compatible or not is very important.
If you're
What does sex got to do with that? Sex is not all compatibility is. And if that's all that you think it is, that's how you know you got no pussy in fucking high school, you fucking virgin.
compatible, but in terms of like, would this be a good mom? Is it like what if she throws it back doggy? She'd probably take the kids like out to the park every day. Like, what is it?
Like, exactly, bro. Like, you're laughing because it's stupid. Like, what the fuck are you trying to say, bro? That's exactly how you sound right now. Oh, that because her pussy wet, that means she gonna feed my kids. Like, nigga, what?
What even mean? Like, what? Like, she doesn't swallow. I don't think she'd feed my kid if I didn't make it home in time. Like, what does that mean?
Okay,
like,
so
she shows up to blow me every night, so I know she'll be on time picking my kid up from school.
So
like, what is the correlation here?
the whole package itself, right, is going to include sex. I'm just saying the dating process itself, going through the whole motions, you can see who the person really is. That's all I'm saying here.
He said he wants to call in.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said at first. That's not what you said at first. That's not what you said at first. That's not what you made it. You're changing it up now because you look like a fucking clown, like the fucking pug you are. You fucking butt.
And tell us what he actually meant.
I guess. You know, here's a novel idea. How about you tell me? Let me call it to tell you what I actually meant.
You know what? Let's do it, bro.
Let's go ahead and bring Rolo Tomasi on. Shout out to Rolo. Shout out to you.
Can you hear me okay?
What up, man?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. So let me explain a few things here. I wasn't able to do this the last time you guys were talking about this, but so about gosh, is it now 2 weeks ago? I think it was Tuesday of last week. You guys had Brandon Carter on. Is that with?
That's how you know this nigga just be dick munching his show. He knows that. He knows who it was. He knows when it was. He knows the day it was. He knows the hour, the time, the city, the month, everything.
With Derek Moneyberg? Or was that Monday?
Monday.
Monday. Sorry, let me get my camera back up there. So Monday, you guys were talking to Brandon Carter. One of the things that Brandon was talking about was you got to love money.
You can't even make eye contact with the camera, you pussy.
To be on top of your game. And I love Brandon Carter, by the way. I think he should be a stand-up comedian. I mean, the guy is that funny. He's a great guy, right? But when you guys are on that show and you're talking to him, and he's talking about how he doesn't go to he doesn't go to Publix, doesn't go grocery shopping for himself. He doesn't go do his own laundry. He doesn't have a car. I mean, it's Brickle White, but he doesn't have like some basic stuff because his philosophy in life is that anything that takes him away from his grind, anything that takes him away from anything that would distract him or that would be financially or mathematically not a pragmatic choice for him to make, as far as like if he's spending time going grocery shopping or going and getting food for himself or whatever else. I'm sure he's like into meal prep and everything else, but pretty much everything in his life is outsourced, because anything that he would be spending that time himself to go do, he could be losing money doing that at that time.
If you outsource thing, I'm pretty sure it's a lot more expensive than just doing it yourself. So that's actually a lot if you ask me. Cause I outsource my laundry. I drop it off at the laundry mat and they do it for me. That normally costs $60, maybe $80, depending on how long it's been since I took it there. Where if I do it myself, it's going to be anywhere from 25 to maybe 40, 45 at the maximum of that. Same with grocery shopping. I used to do ship. People who order shit, they gotta pay the people who picks up the grocery, who does the shopping and brings it to them. And then you gotta tip them niggas. Well, you don't have to, but there's tips involved also. All of that costs a lot more money than you just going and buying that shit yourself and taking it home. And this nigga, if you Uber everywhere and you don't have a card, or you choose not to buy a car for whatever reason, you just want to Uber all the place, that costs more money than just having a fucking car. Like, nigga, no. Outsourcing shit is not fucking financially No.
So when I was listening to this and I was thinking about this myself, because I was actually at the same time, I'm like, helping a friend move and all this.
Yeah, it saves you. I get it. I mean, maybe he meant the same, like it saves me time where I could do more important shit that makes me more money, but you're still losing money at the end of the day, if you ask me.
And I'm thinking about this. I'm going, you know what? If you want to be a high value man, if you want to get to that apex level as fast as you can, that's it. How is that not the best way to go about it? Okay. So the point of that whole tweet, which was basically a throwaway tweet that everyone started like snowballing into something else. I've got Ben Shapiro coming at me. I got Matt Walsh coming at me. I got Lauren Chen coming at me. I got all these people.
Because you spitting bullshit, and now you're saying it's just a throwaway tweet because everybody came at you. You know damn well you're fucking dead 100%, 1000% serious about that tweet, bitch.
Off of Daily Wire because it was just easy, low-hanging fruit for these guys because they think that that's what the fucking manosphere is all about.
No, you made it look like this is what the fucking manosphere is all about because you're supposedly the godfather, the grandfather, the grand wizard, the Pumbaa, whoever the fuck you think you are of the manosphere. You're supposedly the best-selling author of the whatever the fuck the book is called. Some shit, and you're preaching and you're saying some shit like that to be a high value man. You need to have a vasectomy and all this other bullshit. So it's not them assuming this shit. They didn't just pull it out their ass. You did. You pulled it out your ass, bro, and you posted it.
And it's not okay. That was not fucking advice. Everything that is on Twitter is.
The quickest path to becoming a high value man. Do not get married. Avoid family creation. Vasectomy in your 20s. Live consistently. Eliminate sedations. Learn game and network it. Play to your strengths. Build wealth. Resist easing up on your focus. That sounds like advice to me.
With
when he's mad, his glasses get uneven on his nose. You see.
Time. So when I was listening to this and I was thinking about this myself, because I was actually at the same time, I'm like, helping a friend move and all this. And I'm thinking about this. I'm going, you know what? If you want to be a high value man, if you want to get to that apex level as fast as you can, that's it. How is that not the best way to go about it?
That's advice then.
So
that's advice then.
The point of that whole tweet, which was basically a throwaway tweet that everyone started like snowballing into something else. I've got Ben Shapiro, fucking manosphere is all about, and it's not okay. That was not fucking advice. Everything that is on Twitter is not advice.
Why is he getting so emotional about this? Emotional damage. Why, bro? You okay?
Okay.
Was that a joke?
No, it was not to say a joke, but it's like, let's just say it's a hypothetical, okay? It's showing you.
Do you know what a hypothetical is? What was the question in that? A hypothetical is, what if you come home and your mom is getting raped and you see the rapist and the gun next to her, would you kill the rapist to save your mom? That's a hypothetical. You didn't post no hypothetical. You didn't post that. That's not a hypothetical. Do you not know what a hypothetical means, bro? You look like you old. Like you look like you're pretty old. How do you not know what a hypothetical means, you dickhead? And you're the leader of this red pill bullshit? That's crazy.
Now, hypothetical for just 5 seconds, okay? This is no joke here because everything that's come out of both of you guys' mouth has been nothing but distraction and misdirection because it's easy clicks for you. So here's the whole thing. When I'm talking about get a vasectomy, or don't be concerned with
when he's mad, his glasses get uneven on his nose. You see.
Okay.
I'm really mad about this, bro.
Shall we keep going? Are we just gonna have jokes thrown in here?
Really heated about this.
Is that what I get to? Is that what I get to do it? Okay. So here's the deal. When I'm talking about this, when I'm throwing this out there, why wouldn't you do that? Would you not have been more successful, Sneako, had you not had to go through certain things? If you had a kid right now,
advice or not?
You would be playing the game with a handicap. You would be playing the game with your fucking.
I don't agree with that, bro. If I have a kid, I'm gonna go harder in the game.
Hands tied behind your back.
Okay, so
there are guys right now who I have a lot of respect for, and I'm sure you have a lot of respect for as well, who all have kids, but you know what they try to do? They try to keep it under wraps.
Okay,
try
so
to make sure nobody knows about the kids. Okay,
what is advice?
So here's okay. First off, this is not advice. Everything that is on my show or is on Twitter is not automatically advice. Now, but here's the thing. You know what you're going to say, because here's the deal. When I was on whatever podcast I was telling this, I was saying exactly the same thing here, is that everything that comes out of somebody's mouth on Instagram or on Twitter or on a YouTube, there's no way you can't go on there without somebody going, this is what these guys are saying to do. Because if you have this set automatically, that if it comes out of your mouth, it's automatically advice, it can't just be data. It can't just be statistics. It can't be, nothing can be just delivered sort of like, here's some data for you to look at. Okay. Nothing can be set. Nothing can be given to you without somebody going, well, the reason why you're telling me this is because you're telling me that this is the best way to live my life. Okay. So when I'm watching Brendan Carter and I'm watching all this going on, and I'm looking at like guys that I know and guys that you know as well. And when these are the guys who are like saying, you know, be on your game, do this, do that. They're the ones that are giving this advice. All I'm doing is saying, hey, look, maybe you should not focus on family. Maybe you should not get married. I mean, I don't know.
That's advice, dickhead.
Why that's big.
Maybe advice.
I'm not saying it's advice. What I'm saying is that this is so over the fucking top that everybody wants to take it out of context, which is exactly what you guys have been.
How is it taken out of context? The whole context of the tweet, right, dickhead?
Doing.
So what is it? Can you tell me what that tweet was if it wasn't advice?
It's not advice. What it is it's okay. It's saying that this is the most extreme way to do things. Okay. Here's the quickest path to, if I told you this, look, if I said the quickest way for you to make $1 million,
that sounds like advice,
is to go steal it from the bank or go to steal it. Does that mean I'm telling you to go steal it?
Yes.
If I tell you to go fucking jump off a cliff, are you going to go jump off a cliff?
Right,
that's still advice. Just because they don't follow it, that does not make it. That does not mean it's not advice. That's still advice, you dickhead.
So by the way, here's the other thing: is I'm also responding to Dr. Richard Reeves in this as well.
Okay, there's a lot of context about it, sure, but all the rest of the list, you're equating vasectomy to lifting, game, play to your strength, resisting up on easing your focus. The rest of it sounds like general advice. Okay,
well let's say so let me ask you. So is it the vasectomy part that's throwing you off?
Really genuine good advice, right? The rest of it.
Is it the vasectomy part? Do you agree with pretty much everything else except for the vasectomy part?
The first three is weird because then I don't even know what the red pill idea of a high value man is. Is it just being rich? Like, what's the point of having all this money and not having a family? Why be that rich? The guy who's always grinding.
What did I say, bro? What are you grinding for at the end of the day? You can get your body for yourself. You can get whatever for yourself. You can get money for yourself. But at the end of the day, if you're rich, you're going and you're alone, what the fuck is the point? You want to have a big ass mansion that's empty. Like, are you serious right now, nigga? Come on, bro.
And whoa, Brandon Carter doesn't have to do his laundry. Sick. What else are you going to do with your life?
Right. Maybe this is actually meant so that you'll get it. You'll have a freaking epiphany about how all the shit that you have to sacrifice to get to that in the first place. What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing?
I don't have to sacrifice my balls. I don't have to sacrifice my future. I don't have to sacrifice my lineage to get to that point. I'm sorry, I just don't.
To live the kind of life, let's say like a Brandon Carter is, where you're going to outsource your entire life, or are you going to actually have kids? Is that something that's a priority for you? Because I will tell you right now that if you follow this kind, if you were to actually follow this.
He was about to say, if you follow this advice.
This list right here, that is the fastest way for you to get to a point where you are more high value. Right. But here's the thing. So when I say that, people go, well, that's not what a high value man is. A high value man is what I define it as, which is he's got to have a good, loving, devoted wife. He's got to have 3 or 4 kids or 10 kids, depending on whatever culture you're talking about. All of this stuff that makes up whatever that person who happens to have that is, then that's suddenly the definition of what a high value man is. So what I'm saying this is the best way to become a high value man. I'm not saying this is the only way to become a high value man. I'm just saying that this is the fastest way to go and do something like that.
We've been talking a lot for 5 minutes. What is your definition of a high value man?
It doesn't matter. That's not what I was talking about in this.
It doesn't matter. The quickest way to becoming a high value man is blah, blah, blah. Okay, what's a high value man? It don't matter, but this is the quickest way to become it. But what is it? I don't know, bro. It don't matter. Don't ask me that.
Matter.
Isn't it
I
literally what you're talking about? That's what the front of the first part of the tweet is: how to become a high value man.
The fastest way to become a high value man is to recognize the fact that you've got sacrifices to make. Okay.
So what is that? Telling like stories from Vietnam. Like, just say, what is a high value man? It's the first part of the tweet. What does that mean?
You tell me what a high value man is. Because here's the thing: is it doesn't matter.
He doesn't have to tell you. It's not his tweet, nigga. It's your tweet. What? Did you not make the tweet? Did you just copy the tweet from somebody else and think this was a good idea to post? If that's the case, say that.
It doesn't matter what I'm going to say as a high value man. You guys are fucking
because it's your tweet.
It doesn't matter what I say as a high value man because everybody takes this. The point of the tweet is that everybody is going to take this and then insert their own definition of what a high value man is.
What if a high value man is 12 kids?
There should only be one definition about high value man that everyone strive for. Everyone can't have a different definition about high value man. Like the same way everyone can't have a different definition of a fucking remote. This is a remote. This is not 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 a remote. Just because I say I wish this was a remote, I think just because if this had a mind of its own, say, you know what, I want to be a remote. I think I was a remote. It's a controller. Yeah, you maybe. But yeah. Just because you think you're a fucking remote don't mean you're a fucking remote. Just because I say, yeah, this is a remote, but it's not a fucking remote. If you think you're a high value man, that doesn't make you a fucking high value man. Value it means worth. I got a PlayStation 5. The value of it was that I paid was $800 for the fucking stock. Actually, fuck you buyers and resellers. Suck my dick. I'm impatient, so I had no choice but to buy it off StockX. So fuck y'all niggas, okay? Anywho. It's that the shit. The reason why that shit was so much is because it was not enough stock. There was not enough quality. I mean, there was not enough quantity of the PlayStation 5, so prices raised to that type of extent level. Everybody who was trying to get everybody in their mind was trying to get a PS5, and it was hard. So value comes with worth. You feel me? So you can't say whatever you define as a high value man is a high value. No, nigga. We need to find a clear-cut definition of a high value man. To me, a high value man is somebody that could provide for his family, hold down a job, is successful financially, is respected, it shows respect to people, knows how to move, knows how to act. Yeah. You can add more and shit to that, but I think that those at least like the 5 things. Somebody that's high value, somebody that's in a position where not many other people can be, somebody that society deems valuable, like a fucking Steve Jobs or a fucking Jeff Bezos, the people that you think aren't high value, you fucking idiot.
Kids when you're 16, then your tweet doesn't work, does it?
Everybody is going to take this and then insert their own definition of what a high value man is.
What if a high value man is 12 kids when you're 16? Then your tweet doesn't work, does it? What if your definition of a high value man is being getting into a trade and having 5 kids by the time you're 22? Then it also high value man is being an esports professional.
You're absolutely making my point for me right here. Okay, this is what I'm saying.
My point is that high value man. You gave a list of 8 things. Do these 8 things to become a high value man. Do 1 through 8 to become A, and you're not defining what A is.
The fastest way to becoming a high value man is these things.
What is that?
Okay. So here's the thing. So if we're talking about family creation, we already talked. Okay, so you want to go? Okay, let's go one by one. You want to go one by one? Okay,
no, so I want to go before one by one. What is a high value man?
Why is he rejecting this question so fucking hard? Why can't he answer what a high value man is? And you're supposed to be the leader of this red pill bullshit.
We can't have an argument if I don't even know what your definition
is. The very fact that you're even asking this in the first place is the actual point of the fucking tweet. Okay, so if you're going to be a high value man,
so the point of the tweet is for you to ask what a high value man is, but I'm never gonna tell you what a high value man is. So the tweet is pointless. Because I want you to be something that I'm not gonna define for you to be. Okay.
And with the fucking hands tied behind your back, then what is that? What does that mean to you? That's the point. This whole discussion is the point of the fucking tweet.
You guys? The point of the tweet was you've got some conception of a high value man. Here are 8 points that you think you need to do to get to it, and now you've gotten blown the fuck up on the vasectomy thing, which you probably realize is fucking retarded. But you're too old and stubborn to walk back from it. That's the point of this conversation.
I'm not too stubborn.
Oof. Let that nigga know, Destiny.
Walk back from it because the point of it was to get douche nozzles like yourself to have this conversation in the first place.
How old are you, bro?
Nigga said douche nozzles? What the fuck? Yo, you really show your age with the terminology that you use. I haven't heard douche nozzles. Fuck, have I ever heard that shit besides him? I don't think I've ever heard anybody call anybody a douche nozzle. Maybe I have, but god damn, bro, that Jesus Christ. Douche nozzle. Okay.
Douche nozzles?
Yes. You guys are idiots. Why you guys come in here from Twitch stream? Like, how you guys are legitimate in all of this? I don't know, because everything I've heard come out of you guys' mouth is just confident ignorance.
I'm asking no, Myron. Okay, I'm not asking you like in terms of the debate. You call yourself the Godfather of the red pill. You
call myself the Godfather of the manosphere. Okay, other people have called me that.
Okay, great. That's very.
Do you understand?
You see. I didn't make that nickname myself. Other people called me that. Okay, God.
Understand?
Okay, so as
Godfather or grandfather of the man, which one is it?
Whatever it is, the old guy of the manosphere. What is your definition of high value man? This is the #1 talked about topic on all of these shows, so I want to get a clear definition from you. What is it?
You tell again. It depends on the person. It depends on the culture. Depends on the. So here's the thing. Let me tell you. Maybe I can explain this to you, Sneako, because at least you got your ears open here. The thing is that when we're talking about what's the top G, what's a high value guy, you probably haven't heard this because you don't read my stuff and you don't watch my shit. No. But I've also said this.
Why would he read anything or listen to anything you gotta say when your bitch ass can't even define what the fuck a high value man is, my nigga? Like, do you hear yourself? That's like saying, that's like trying to show niggas how to fucking making a video how to shoot 3-pointers, but every shot you take is a fucking airball. Huh?
This is like the red pill has to be for everybody, or it's for nobody. So if we're looking at a guy who's draped across,
I don't agree with that. It has to be for no. There's certain things that not everybody can get. That's what makes them desirable. Like the 1% of that fucking millionaires. Not everybody wants to be a millionaire, but not everyone can be a millionaire.
It's a Lamborghini and he's got hot chicks with him, and we say that's what I'm aspiring to. But I'll never make that because I live in a fishing village on the coast of Chile, right? That means I can never match that high apex of a high value guy.
The guy in the car?
But the guy who happens to live in those villages or happens to be in a different culture or in a different country or whatever else, he can still benefit from that because however.
But we're not talking about different culture, guys. We're not talking about a guy in a fucking fishing village that sees a nigga in a fucking Ferrari. We're talking about you in the fucking United States that's saying, if you want to be a high value man, you got to do these things. You didn't even say nothing about saving your money, being financially secure, being financially smart, making smart investments, making smart decisions. Your definition of a high value man is fucking bitches, bro. That's it. Are you that bad? Are you that down bad for pussy, my nigga? Like, you sounding like Pug right now, bro. Like, you look like the type of nigga that never got pussy until he got rich. Or you look like the one bitch that you fucked ended up becoming your wife. Fuck is you talking about? Did you fuck 50 bitches? If so, name them. I want to see fucking records. If you could remember fucking all 50 bitches, you could remember the name of all 50 bitches.
He's defining himself as a high value man in his fishing village. Maybe that's what he can aspire to.
It has nothing to do with Chile and the village and the car.
See, here's the thing: is you guys want me to say, okay, a high value man makes $100,000 a year. He's fucked 50 chicks. He's got like that's the thing.
That's not what I want you to say. I disagree with that. I'm asking you because I come on this all the time.
Disagree with it. What I'm saying is the point of the tweet is so you will ask that question.
I'm past the tweet.
Okay. Okay, the point of the tweet is so he asked that question. So he's asking that question. Answer it, pussy. Go ahead. Talk your shit.
Ask that. Look, I'm asking as somebody who's really interested in the red pill. I listen to a lot of this content. I want to know what your definition is. Because if you have a definition that's completely off of what I think it is, then I guess I'm not red pill.
Well, here's what I think guys ought to do. Would you like me to give you some prescriptions? Is that what we're trying for here?
No, I want to know your opinion of a high value man. What is it?
I think a high value man is whatever is contextually makes that guy a high value guy in whatever culture.
You know what this sounds like? You know, like them fat bitches that they're like, oh, I'm a 10, I can do this, do that, do that, do that. What if a fat nigga just says I'm a high value man? What if a fat broke nigga that lives with his mama in his basement does nothing but fucking play games? He doesn't even Twitch, none of that shit. All he does is play games and eat snacks and fucking shit, bro. And he comes out and goes to a club. I'm a high value man, bitches, and everything. And then he walks out. He walks home to the club. He walks to and from the club. He can't even afford the Uber. Does that make him a high value man? Because you're talking about whatever you think is a high value man is a high value man. No, nigga, it's a societal fucking thing. Society has to come to an agreement on it on one shit. The fact that there is shit as high value man, the fact that the red pill is so fucking successful is because a high value man is so fucking rare. Not everybody is a fucking high value man. It's like you're basically saying if everyone is a high value man, there's no such thing as fucking high value, bro. Then we have the same value. It's like if everyone is special, then nobody's special. Are you stupid?
That he happens to be in. If that's money, that's money. Right now, that's what we tend to focus on right now. But if I'm going to say that,
value man is a guy that has the things that makes him a high value man.
All right,
the things that make you a high value man. Okay, what is that? You know, we've been trying to. We're never going to define it.
We just kind of because here's the thing. When I read the tweet, I interpreted it right with a higher step. Like he's listing things that if you follow these things right and you actually follow them, you're probably not going to become a right. And to be a high value guy, I would say it's a combination of things. It's obviously having your money on point, having social proof and status, having respect from your peers, having a network of other high value men, right? Which I agree with Kevin Samuels on that, being fit to a degree. If you have all these things in place, you'll be considered a high value man by most people in most societies, right? If you have these things in place. Now, with that said, to get there, right, you obviously have to focus and get your shit together and make sure that you focus on getting there. What he's saying is all the
thing lifting weights have anything to do with that. You could be a high value man and have a shitty ass body. I don't know what lifting weights has
the list of things that he mentioned. If you follow them, it's going to mitigate your risk of becoming a fuck up and not getting to that point as quickly as possible. And I think that's so important is that this tweet kind of gets taken out of context. He's saying the quickest way to become a high value man, avoid and do these things because you're limiting distractions. And he's using Brandon Carter as an example where he's in a monogamous relationship with a girl. He outsourced a lot of his things. Why? So he's able to focus on making more money. He's getting rid of obstacles. And I think that tweet demonstrates that.
Yes.
You're getting rid of obstacles so you can become a high value man in the quickest way possible.
He's a grown ass fucking man. Let the nigga speak for himself.
Way. Now, I know the most controversial one is the vasectomy. Though there's other ways to get the same, I guess, effect from vasectomy. Let's say you use a condom. Let's say you pull out, whatever it may be. He's saying, okay, if you get the vasectomy, then we know for a fact you're not going to have children.
Yeah.
It's really no different than having a condom or pulling out or whatever it may be. The point is to not get a girl pregnant. How you want to get there is up to you, whether it's through a vasectomy, using condoms, whatever. But he's making it retard proof. Hey, vasectomy, because I know even if you are the dumbest guy ever, you can't fuck this up.
I don't think a retarded guy could be a high value guy.
No, when I say retarded, I mean as in stupid. But what I'm saying is that the point I'm trying to
A stupid guy still can be a high value guy.
make is
Can't. If you're stupid, you're not smart enough to have the financial whereabout, the education, the smarts, whatever you need to be in a position where you could move up in life and be dependent on and whatever. So
this list is the foolproof way, if everything is followed, for you to get your status up as quickly as possible in your 20s.
That's not what the list is, though. Because what you just said was advice, and he said it's clearly not advice. So you're interpreting it.
He said he's joking, and he's trying to provoke people.
Like half it was just for jokes.
But I'm telling you, I started out telling you guys how I interpreted that.
Yeah,
sure.
Right.
You're not wrong.
Right here.
You're not wrong.
So that people can interpret it how they want.
Exactly.
Create discussion. That's the point.
And you know what's funny?
That's what he's saying.
He asked a question earlier. So you asked him a question. What is high value? You answered it. It's whatever you determine that to be.
No, that's bullshit. None of you guys believe that. If some guy comes on this show and he weighs 350 pounds and he says, I'm Diamond 1 in League of Legends. That's what I want to do with my life. Would you go, well, if that's what you really want, you're high value. You wouldn't say that.
No, but once again, it starts in the mind. You're going to say, for example, oh, that's not true, which I agree it's not true. But ultimately, you as a man decide what's high value for you.
You don't.
Yes, you do.
Value is probably something that's determined by society. High value means that you have a worth to other people.
Thank you. Society decides that shit, bro. Why do you think diamonds are so expensive? Why do you think fucking designer clothes are so fucking expensive? And they look ugly as fuck, but they're expensive because of the name and the tag, because of the value that comes with the name of fucking Christian Dior, Dolce & Gabbana. The name, bro, brings that shit value. You could put that shit on a goddamn trash bag, bro, and niggas will fucking, it has value to it. A Glade trash bag versus a hefty trash bag. I don't know which one has the most value, but one is more valuable than the other because of the fucking brand. Come on. Simple shit.
You're just talking about being comfortable, having high self-esteem.
I agree, but the tweet...
You don't say you agree, man. I just said the total opposite thing you just said.
I agree.
You definitely did say the exact fucking opposite of what this nigga said. He's just a yes man, bro. And
that point where, for example, people will determine you as high value. However, the tweet saying high value could mean in your sense, whatever that means to you.
No, it doesn't.
What?
That's what he's saying.
No,
and that's not what he's saying. That's not what he said. He said the quickest way to becoming a high value man is to do 1 through 8. That's what he's saying. He didn't say the quickest man to be high value to you. If it's high value to you, then why do you have to do all those things? What if I value? But what if I want to have kids? What if I want to have family? If it's about what I feel as high value, why the fuck I need to do a vasectomy? Why the fuck do I need to hit the gym? Why the fuck do I need to be smart on the game? Fuck is you talking about, my nigga? Like, yo, I'm telling you, I got a woosah. I got a woosah.
He's not. He doesn't know because he doesn't have a good definition. Because he knows if he says anything, he's gonna get pinned
You sound
down
like the
on
girls who believe they're a 10 because they describe themselves as a 10 in the mirror.
Bro,
if you brought in
That's the
some
same
loser
missing the point.
and he's like, I'm high value because I'm a manager at my McDonald's, you probably wouldn't agree that he's high value.
Is that when he says high value, you're going to determine that as a man. What does that mean for you? Success is a part of it, yes, but their success could be owning a farm or having a business. It doesn't matter. He's saying to get to that point, you need focus. Ultimately, that's what he's saying. Just be focused.
That's not what he's saying.
I mean, look, we make fun of the girls all the time for saying that they're 10 out of 10s. All the time because they say it in their head, I believe I'm a 10 out of 10. No, that's ridiculous because society determines how attractive you are. Society determines how valuable you are. You can't apply that a lot. You can't make fun of the girl, the ugly fat whale who thinks she's a 10 girl boss queen, and then also say a high value man can believe it in his head.
Well, I
It's the same. That's the same shit on both sides, bro. If a bitch can think she a 10 in a batting, whatever, and when she fucking not, then any nigga should be able. If a bitch can't think that she a 10 when she not, then why can a bum nigga think that he's a high value when he's not? It's the same shit on both sides, bro. You can't have double standards on that. Get the fuck out of here. I know double standards exist in certain shit, but in this, we're not gonna make bullshit fake double standards, bro. No.
gave you guys a 10. You
have a good definition. You talked about some shit being relatively fit, having a network.
Like, I actually agree with Myron on this shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, Fresh and Fit, Myron says some shit that they say makes sense, but other shit is just, but majority of the other shit is boys. Like, look what this fucking pug nigga Preach is saying. I said, why am I keep calling this nigga Preach? This pug nigga Fresh is saying, bro.
Work with people that are very social. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that sounds like
I do, because here's the thing. For me, I will define it because that will allow you guys to see where I'm coming from when I'm interpreting the information.
We know where you're coming from, but we have the tweet out there. He doesn't know where he's coming from. He seems a little lost right now, so we're trying to figure out, what exactly he means. But
I think, again, the tweet, I think that's the important part of the tweet is that it allows people to interpret it how they want. And
it doesn't, though. This shit was not open to interpretation. This is not a hypothetical. It's none of that shit. It's a clear-cut statement of how to... It's like if I say... Quickest way to have an amazing body: diet, workout, exercise, count your carbs, do jumper jacks, whatever. That's not you. There's no open there's no open interpretation in that. That's a pure, clear-cut plan on how to get a better body. His shit was a clear-cut plan on how to become a high-value man, but yet he cannot define what a high-value man is. And this is y'all king, bro. Come on.
Which is why we're talking about it right now. The tweet did what it was
but
supposed to do.
why would you? If I'm giving advice to people, I don't want them to interpret it how they want. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point of my message? If I'm telling
not giving advice to
that's exactly what you're doing.
People. That's the whole point of this. Do you want? It's impossible to put anything out there without people interpreting it as follow these steps. Here's your 12 rules for life, and you're going to live a happy fucking life.
Bring a high value man.
That's exactly what you did, bro. Just because it wasn't 12 rules to fucking life, it was 8 rules to high value man.
And that's literally what your tweet was. Do these things. High value. What is the wording of the tweet? Go back to the tweet itself.
Quickest way. So here's in that wording of the tweet. What's the last part of that? What's the last one? Resist easing up on your focus. Whatever's like. Do you want me to insert what you ought to be doing? You ought to be coding. Is that what I should say? You ought to be becoming a professional athlete. I don't know what you're fucking.
But that's exactly what you did. Do not get married. You ought to avoid family creation. You ought to get a vasectomy in your 20s. You ought to live consistently. You ought to eliminate sedations. Sedations. You ought to learn the game of networking. You ought to play to your strength. That's exactly what the fuck you're saying, my boy.
Are
You can simplify and say work hard.
Again, so here's the thing. If I say, you know what, you ought to be an NBA player, and it doesn't matter if that you're 5'9", fucking stay on your focus, and you're going to be the best NBA player you can possibly be.
No, that'd be terrible advice.
That would be absolutely terrible advice.
Nate Robinson is 5'9". Nigga was dunking over Shaq. Amazing basketball player. How tall is my favorite basketball player? Allen Iverson, 6 feet. How tall is fucking is Stephen Curry? Steph is 6'2". Goddamn, I would have never guessed that. How tall is Chris Paul? 6. Like, how tall is Kyrie? Kyrie is 6'2". God, I would have never guessed that. Like, you see what I'm talking about? There's short ball players that go crazy. How tall is the shortest NBA player? 5'3". Fucking, come on, bro. Come on. Yes, if you are a short ass ball player and you keep focusing and you grinding on your shit, 1,000% you're going to fucking you're gonna make it as long as you stay on your shit, bro.
Because this is
advice. Just know you're gonna have to work 20 times harder than everybody else.
That's why. Okay, this is a list that is meant to get so you get an idea of what the fuck it is that you're going to do so that you can become that high value man. Protect yourself. Don't get married. Avoid family creation. Vasectomy. Again, this is over the top shit. Anybody who knows anything about my material, when I throw this out there, they know this is over the top shit.
What else on that list?
A fucking fire for douche nozzles like
what else besides
Ben Shapiro.
I don't want to be a douche nozzle, but what else?
Yeah, besides number 3, what else here is over the top?
Besides vasectomy.
Well, live consistently, okay? Well, what if, like, some people will say, well, that's
the one thing that would make sense in all of this is the live consistently, because that's just better health overall. Like, you're healthy, you're doing everything else. That's like the one thing I could really agree with.
Sanity, right?
There's no way you agree with that. Saying
well,
live
actually,
consistent.
hold on. For Rolo, it might be. Okay, to be fair.
Okay? Guys, see, here's the thing.
But you're missing, like, are you not hearing anything he's saying? Like,
See,
do you need to blindly agree with him? Because nothing he's saying is making any sense.
Bro,
it's not making any sense to you because you don't understand the concept of the tweet.
It's not making sense to the majority of the people that's watching this shit.
That's why.
You can't even thoroughly
understand what okay, let me stop here. Did you understand what I was saying about Brandon Carter?
Yeah, he doesn't do his laundry.
No, but he's taken everything to this extreme level. Like, to a lot of guys, Brandon Carter's not a high. Okay, would you agree with me that Brandon Carter is a high value guy?
Sure.
Okay, you know who wouldn't? Ben Shapiro. You know who wouldn't? A lot of other people, because they think that they're living out their own high value ideal. Do you understand that?
Just because 2 people on the face of the planet thinks one person is in high value, that doesn't mean it's true. If the majority of the world views this nigga as high value and he falls under that category, it don't even matter how you fucking view him as. If he falls under the category of being a high value man, he's a fucking high value man.
Context.
Like the 350-pound esports player who's living out his ideal of a high value man.
Yeah, whether or not that's working for him is irrelevant to the tweet. When I say, okay, when I'm talking about Brandon Carter, you say you understand that. He's taking it to like this extreme level.
How is Ben Shapiro not a high value guy?
Like, stay on top of like his for Brandon Carter. What do you think Brandon Carter's definition of a high value man is?
Probably the same as mine.
Which is
determined by society. If you have respect from your community, then you are a high value person. If people respect you.
So being pro-social and having people like you and depending on the,
I know you don't agree with him because he's Daily Wire. Ben Shapiro is definitely a high value man.
Okay, but so let's just say let's say
he does. He said so.
You don't think Ben Shapiro is a high value man?
Let's take do I think he is? I don't think he's a high value man.
But wait, what is his definition? He owns his own business. Is like one of the most successful alt media platforms in the world. He's married his fucking young sweetheart.
See?
Right. You know who else is not a high value guy? Elon Musk. Let's see. Who else? Jeff.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to keep doing this, guys, but hold on. Hold on. We just gotta fucking... We gotta do this, bro. We gotta do this. Online culture defines high value men as a respected, successful, likable, confident, and attractive man. A high value man has a clear purpose in life and achieves his goals to get there. He's always learning to better himself emotionally, mentally, and physically. Let's see another one. High value man. It's a vague term for a guy who kicks ass in their career and social life. So he kicks ass and takes name. I like this one. As the name implies, it's a man who brings something to the table in all facets of life. In general, that boils down to a few basic traits like making money, having a strong network of peers. This nigga said Jeff Bezos, a nigga that's worth $152 billion, is in high value. A nigga that's worth 200 I can't even say it. $245 billion is in high value. Nigga, is he dumb? Oh my god, this nigga is retarded. This nigga is retarded. I would, boy, give me a percentage of these niggas' money, bro. Ben Shapiro, how do you spell his name? Shapiro net worth. 50 million, bro. $50 million. He's saying that nigga's not high value. What's this nigga's name, bro? What the fuck is his name? Rolo? What's his name? Yeah, I'm just gonna say Rolo. Hopefully, fucking it starts with an L. Rolo. Is this him? Yep, there we go. Rolo Tomasi's net worth. Nigga, you shut the fuck up, bro. 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 Bro, shut the fuck up, my nigga. Shut the fuck up. 1.5 or let me give you 2 mil, bro. 2 mil. The niggas that you talking shit with got more than quadruple the amount of money that you fucking have in your fucking bank, bro. These niggas could buy you. They can buy you. Oh my fucking god, bro. Shut the delusion. Fucking the delusion is crazy.
Bezos, all you got to do is just go. All you have to do is look at the decisions they've made in their personal lives. Okay, how are we going to define that? If I'm going to define that,
you haven't. You're the only one who hasn't defined it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the one defining it for fucking Jeff Bezos. I'm not the one defining it for fucking what's his face, Ben Shapiro.
Whale can think she's a 10 as long as that's how she defines beauty to herself.
Well, you guys just defined. Well, hold on, wait, Sneako. You just defined Brandon Carter as a high value guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that fits your definition of a high value guy, but I will tell you right now that that would not fit the same definition that, say, Ben Shapiro would have for a high value guy, because he doesn't have his babies on point, he doesn't have this on point, he's not going to church or synagogue every day, right? So to him, he's not necessarily a high value guy.
I don't think synagogue has to do with high value. That's like,
because that's the way that other people would define it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
is that true?
It's not, value is not subjective. When we talk about value, we're usually talking about some sort of exchange in a market. No, value is usually what are people willing to do or give for a certain thing. It's not defined by this. If one man is on an island with no other people, there is no value.
No, this one over your head is the idea of being high value.
No, there is no.
This nigga, yo, I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of peanut butter Rolo uses on his dick, but this nigga Fit cannot get enough of that shit. He cannot stop looking at. He can. Like, come on, bro. Get out. Oh my. How can a grown man just be sucking another nigga's dick this much, bro?
idea of being high value. And if it was anybody else on the show, you guys would be roasting the fuck out of them for saying that's your idea of being high value. You would be roasted. If any of the girls come here, because you do this to girls all the time, so it goes right. They're like, I think I'm a 10. It's like, why? Because I'm so special and blah, blah, blah.
I say you're not special.
I just gave you Brandon Carter as an example. I just gave you Brandon Carter. I gave you. We can use any single example you want. You could be the 500-pound guy who just does esports, or it can be like Brandon Carter or the top G. Yep. Any one of those guys. The thing still applies.
All right, look.
Are you better off? Are you better off without the obstructions? Are you better off without? Are you better off without the back?
Everyone here has kind of a different thing. Like me, I've defined it. This is what I think makes you high value. You might have a different take on it. You might have a different take on it. I've defined it, and then I took my interpretation off what you said. If you want to get these things, and it makes sense to me, those things that you listed. But I'm seeing here that everyone here kind of has a different interpretation.
No, nobody has a different interpretation. Myron, bro, you agree with fucking Destiny and Sneako. Y'all all y'all have to say. The only niggas that have a different definition than the dickhead that didn't even define what the fuck a high value man is, that can't define it, and the fucking dick rider pug motherfucker that's sitting on his lap sucking his dick. That's it.
Wait, that's not true. All four of us probably roughly agree on what makes you high value.
No, we don't.
See, he don't. No, we don't. No. I agree with my master. Okay, I agree with the white man. Nah, it's not a race thing, but it's just come on, bro. He the only nigga in there talking about no, I can't think for myself. I'm sucking his dick. Nope, I'm not popping it out. Put it back in. Thank you. Like, come on, bro.
The three of us probably
Ben Shapiro said, you said you have high value. I don't think
having like some amount of like physical fitness. We all agree that that's decently valuable, correct?
On some level, yeah.
Okay. Having some amount of like social status. So you've got the attention of a lot of people and you're influential. We all agree on that, right? Mm-hmm. Having some amount of financial success, right? You have freedom to take care of your family, retire if you want to, even at an early age. We all agree with that, right?
Okay.
And having some level of success with your family and friends, right? We all roughly agree on that, right?
Okay.
If you have those four things in check, you're probably a high value man.
No, it's more than that. See, here's what he's saying. I can add more to.
It's more it's more than that, but those four things are fucking the basic necessities. I'm gonna say that much.
Because for me, in my head, what high value is way more than that. To you, that might be important, but to me, it's not. That's not everything.
What's a key component missing from what I said?
Is a high value guy the guy that marries somebody from a foreign country and brings her over here so she can get citizenship? Because that's your family dynamic. My family dynamic is different than that. Does that make me high value or low value?
Exactly. It's going to depend on the person.
If I'm in a heterosexual marriage for 27 years and not in a polycule or some shit, like it's like some people will say you're high value because you do that. People will say, Rolla, you can't be red pill because you're married. Or you can't be married because you're red pill. Okay, and suddenly I'm blue pill because I'm actually in a relationship where it's like clothes on her end, clothes on her end, and clothes on my end. But if I go and I talk to the top G or I talk to somebody who's like in an open relationship, is that guy high value because of that? I'm not. This is not a judgment call. I'm just saying that the definition is going to be different. Even if you have all those things, even each one of those things that you just mentioned is still it's still subject to the context. I agree with what you said, Destiny. What I'm saying is that from within each one of those attributes, people are going to have something wildly different. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to use that for blog fodder and topics to go and do quick hit videos on because they just want click through rate for something like that.
What would we say about women? If we say, what is a high value woman?
You tell me, man. It's like, again, this is the definition.
Bro, this is like your wheelhouse. This is your chance to steamroll.
I don't think you understand why wheelhouse is. Quite honestly, I don't think you do.
Redpill shit. Isn't that what you?
What do you mean, nigga? You wrote a whole book about this bullshit. So now when niggas is asking you questions about it, you don't want to answer. Yo, you a feminine ass bitch, bro. Just stop. This is the nigga that y'all follow. This is the nigga that y'all take advice from. This is the feminine ass, emotional ass, irrational ass fuck nigga that can't even stand by the shit that he posted. That can't even stand by his own fucking word. This is y'all leader, bro. Y'all niggas tripping.
You do?
Your name is the rational male.
Yeah, a high value woman is.
I don't talk about high value women, dude. In fact, if anything, I say there's no such thing as a quality woman because it's an ideal that guys have in their heads.
There's no such thing as a quality woman?
No such thing as a quality woman because guys have this... The quality woman is an ideal, but we can talk about that when I get there. But the thing is like when you're building a relationship or when you have this idea in your head, you want to know why guys get into so much fucking trouble in their marriages? It's because of that ideal. Because
Like the woman's
every guy who ever got married thought that she was the best fucking thing in the world. Otherwise, he wouldn't have got married to her. And then until he gets across the divorce table from her, and now she's a fucking evil monster.
Best woman ever. You genuinely don't think that there's quality women in the world?
I think that there are women who have different attributes than others that match very well with guys. Sure, there are.
Then that's quality, bitch. What are you talking about? If I find a girl that matches with me and everything, we got the same views, we got the same outlook on life, we got the same fucking moral compass, we got the same goals in life, we got the same fucking family aspects and all that shit. She's a good quality woman. She's not cheating. She's not doing whole shit. She doing what she doing her wifely duties, her motherly duties. She's a fucking valuable, high quality woman. She's more high value than a bunch of these hoes because she respects you and she's loyal to you. That in of it itself gives that woman quality.
Are good clicks, of course. But the thing is like the idea of the quality woman is an ideal that guys have that gets them into a lot of trouble. That's why they're in love with the ideal, not the actual person.
No, I don't agree with that. You can have an ideal in your head. I feel like that's what sets people up because they're living in their fucking head like the fat bitch or the fat bitch that thinks they deserve a high value man when they have nothing to offer, or the fat nigga that thinks they deserve a bad bitch when they have nothing to offer. That's when you live in delusion. But if you see somebody for their qualities and their shit, the shit that they have, and then it's close to your ideal, because nobody's ideal is gonna be fucking perfect. Nobody's gonna find that girl. My ideal girl is a curly hair girl that has glasses, watches anime, fucking thick, Hispanic, Asian, light skin. I don't fucking know. That's a fucking geek, bro. That just loves my coming up to chill with me. Am I gonna get that? No. A girl with freckles, braces, am I gonna get all that shit? No, I'm not. So me living in that type of deal was gonna set myself for failure. But if I find a girl that makes me feel special, that I'm attracted to sexually and physically, that I can have a conversation with, that I can hold, that's gonna hold me down and I can hold her down, that shows me that she's there for me in my time and need type shit. She is a good quality woman. She's she's already miles above all these other hoes out here. So if there's high value men, there's high value women.
There are high value men, but there aren't high value women.
I was saying that there aren't high value men and there aren't high value women. Okay, it just depends on who we're talking about.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about, bro.
I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
I get what he's saying, but
I feel like I need to do
Of course, you get what he's saying. You fucking dick pug.
mushrooms before I come on the show. That's what it feels like. The kind of conversation we're having right now.
No, you know what it is, Destiny. Is you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's why.
On any of this, and I'm surprised because you write about this all the time. You wrote a whole book about it. People they really respect it, and I have no idea.
You guys might be confused because I'm the one that says there's no such thing as a high value woman. A woman that's a woman gets her value directly from a man that she gets in a relationship with.
Guys, there's no such thing as a high value woman. So who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Beyonce didn't get her value from Jay-Z. Jay-Z married Beyonce because she's fucking Beyonce. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? There's no such thing as high value women, bro. Are you dead ass? Are you dead ass, my nigga? Are you dead ass? How you spell Michelle? I'm bad with names. Are you dead ass, bro? Michelle Obama was Michelle Obama before Obama was president. Like, there's no such thing as a high value woman, bro? Are you fucking kidding me, my nigga? Are you fucking kidding me, my nigga? A woman gets their value from a man? Maybe bitches in Miami, but you dead ass? Need I go on? Need I? And we could even take it back, bro. We could even take it back. And we could, damn. Oh, girl. But yo, we could even take it back. Like, come. There's no high value woman, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up.
Because
see what I mean? I could agree with some of the shit he said, but like most of the other shit, like I could agree with 10%, but 90% of the shit he said is just pure retarded.
all women have value, but not all men have value.
All women don't have the same value.
All men have value. Yeah, I don't. Yo, you see this? Yo, they want to advocate for man's health. And they're saying that, oh, for you to have value as a man, you gotta have money, you gotta have whoop de whoop. I do not agree with that, fellas. You are born with value. You fucking matter. You feel me? A nigga born in a man born a fucking good looking dude. If this like for example, right? Fucking sexy jail man. I'm just gonna say that. Boom. This nigga here, he has value just because he's fucking sexy. He's a scum. He's a murderer. He does whatever. But look how much bitches wanted him. Look at this. He got a whole ass wife. He has value because of his look, just pure off look. Just if you look good, you have value as a man. And then you're not born with money. You're not born with wealth. I mean, you could be born from multi-family, but you're not born with the money. Like, you don't have that money. It's your parents' money. Your parents have wealth. But even that, being the son of a wealthy wealthy person has money. I mean, has value. Fucking Chris Brown. I mean, Tiger's kid and Kanye and Tiger's kid. That nigga has value just because of who he is. Same with Jay-Z's kids. Same with Nick Cannon's many kids. What the fuck are you really talking about right now, bro? Yo, fellas, you are worth it. Y'all matter. Y'all are born with value. Just because when y'all born as a man, that's valuable as fuck. Y'all born as a protector, as a fucking leader, as the head of a household, as a nigga supposed to hold his ground. Don't listen to these fucking dickheads, bro. They don't know what they chatting about. They do not know what they chatting about. Nigga talking about a man gives woman value. Nigga, maybe in a fucking back in the golden age when bitches couldn't vote, maybe then, but not no fucking more. No.
Well,
don't even think about it. You know that's not true. If I give you a woman with 100 bodies and a woman with 0 bodies, if I give you one that's 500 pounds, if I give you one with 5 kids, so
here's
yeah.
my thing. Okay, here's my thing, because I've said this before.
I know men must become and women are. I know you're about to do that speech.
No,
but I'm just saying there are some women that are better than others.
I wasn't going to say that. Of course, of course. But all women have value to some level, but not all men have value because men have to build their shit up. So what I'm saying is that a high value woman
that's not even true.
A high value woman gets her value from being with a high value man.
I don't even think that's true. All men.
Wait, this nigga just said a high value woman gets the value from a high value man, meaning they're both high value already. But I thought you said there was no such thing as a high value woman. You see what I mean, bro? It's just pure bullshit.
Have value to some extent.
The metric of success for a female is being able to get the best man that they can get.
That's cap. It's cap, bro. That's cap. No, I don't believe it. I'm calling cap.
And men can build and do things. In places like China, where you're limited to the amount of children, what do? They opt for boys because they can go out and work and fucking get jobs and shit and do things around the fucking house or whatever, right?
Yeah, the fucking 1980s. The one child policy hasn't been around since the mid 90s, dude.
Sure, but when it was grossly favoring the birth of boys because you could do more with boys than you could with women. Just the idea that like
that was the prescription until now they're facing the consequences of that.
Well, so is Japan. That's a super homogenous.
That's one situation. Okay, you're using China, but let's be honest here. Why does it say women and children off the boat first, not men? Women have always had. It's a chivalry thing. But why is that? Because if you have 100 women and one guy, you can still continue society. But if you have 100 men and one woman, we're fucked.
Women are the vulnerable sex and men are the disposable sex. That's why.
Women have value inherently. So what I'm saying is this:
that's not true. That's not true. If it's a woman, if you're born ugly as fuck, you have no value. You have less value than an ugly man. You have less value than an ugly man. Yeah. Think about it. As a female, what y'all got going for your is your beauty, because that's the first thing a nigga see. We don't know your personality, we don't know your character, we don't know nothing. It's your beauty that's gonna get you the husband, the boyfriend, the father, the kids, the house, whatever. It is your looks. If you are born dick ugly versus a man that's born dick ugly, the man is gonna get a lot further than a fucking female, because the man can be used for his body, his strength, his muscle, his mind, whatever. He don't need the looks. He really don't need the looks like that. He could get many times say that. But as a woman, if you could have all the money you need, but men don't give a fuck about that. They care about looks. So I don't know what the fuck this nigga's talking about right now. He chatting.
Since every woman has value, for a woman to be high value, she's got to be able to lock down a high value guy. There's a reason why women take a man's last name and not the other way around. Women, when they meet each other and hug, the first thing
women takes a man last name, it has nothing to do because the man has value. A woman takes a man last name because they're becoming one, and she's the one that takes, because he's the man, he's the protector. It's his family that they're building. He's the one that starts the family type shit. I feel like that's why they take that man's last name. It has nothing to do because, oh, I'm gonna take his last name because you're more valuable than me. No, dickhead.
They ask typically is, oh, do you have a man? Do you have a relationship? Tell me about your kids, etc. When two men meet,
look at this yes man motherfucker, bro.
What do they do? Shake hands. What do you do for a living? Men are judged on creating value. Women are judged on creating children, typically. Now, are there some women out there that chase success and making money, whatever? Sure. But that is not the main goal of a female. The main goal of a female from a biological sense is to procreate.
Says who? Says you? Oh, okay.
For a woman to procreate, she's got to be with a man. Typically, they want the best guy. For a man to procreate, he's got to create excess resources to be able to attract that woman. So what we bring to the table is different. And what I would argue,
I don't disagree with any of that, but there are high value women, and there probably are high value men.
I think a woman's only high value if she could lock down a high value guy. That's my take.
Okay, well at least you have a definition.
That's my definition on it. Which again, I see all of us here at the table have different opinions, which is great. But that's my take on it. Like with a high value man, a high value woman.
No. I mean, what you want me to say is a woman who has a low body count, who is a girl from the.
Nobody wants you to say anything. Niggas want you to say what's in your head, but it seems like you don't have that, and you can't say your own thoughts, so you're just gonna repeat other people's thoughts.
Amish Dutch country in Pennsylvania, who's never known another man, doesn't have any social media. I mean, there's a lot of ways we can go with this, but again, it's those are ideals. Okay,
yeah, the other ideals are important because ideals are what we strive for. An ideal is the whole.
And those ideals are also what lead us astray, which is why this list.
Ideals don't lead us astray. If it's a good, like my ideal woman, like I said, somebody that's gonna be there for me when I'm going through something emotional. Somebody that I could just laugh with, watch movies. Somebody that I could chill with, enjoy our company with in the silence. Somebody I could protect. Somebody I could provide for. Somebody that loves me, that respects me, that submits to me. Having an ideal like that is not gonna lead me straight because it's gonna tell me what I should be looking for, what I know I deserve, versus just going in blind and having a hole for a wife or having a hole for a baby mom. Ideals are like an ideal society where it's like one where there's no racism. Does that mean that we're leading somebody straight because we want that, because we're striving for that? No, it's not. Is it like a far-fetched ideal? Is it something like it's a possible ideal, but is it likely? Not really. So ideals have to operate in the sense of your ideals should operate in some sense of fucking logic, in some sense of capacity where the ideal is reachable. You shouldn't have fucking unreachable ideals. Like, are we gonna have a society without racism? Of course not. So come on, ideals don't lead people astray. People's delusional ideals lead them astray. It has nothing to do with the ideal itself.
Is fucking useful. That's
ideals
why.
Don't lead us astray. Ideals lead you into a better life. That's the whole point of an ideal. It's the best version of yourself. You're never going to be the best version of yourself, but the path to being the best version of yourself.
Every guy who ever thought he found his fucking soulmate, who ended up on the opposite side of the fucking divorce table from her, had a fucking ideal about that woman.
Sure, and every man.
But that has nothing to do with being. That doesn't mean ideals are bad. That just means that nigga, what he thought he had wasn't what he had. What he thought. If the ideal was perfect, he wouldn't have been in that divorce situation. So ideals lead them into, make them better. But I don't think his fucking ideal or his end goal was a divorce. No, his end goal was to make that shit work. So he took that shit in the path, and it unfortunately happens. Life happens, shit happens. But that doesn't mean it's because the ideal he had is what led him down that path, my boy.
Man that dies happily surrounded by his family who had a long.
Oh, yes, I know the pastoral scene with everybody. We're surrounded by his family. You know what? You know that like 90% of the population of the United States doesn't die like that. They actually die in assisted living, and nobody knows about it until the next morning.
I don't think 90% of the population die in assisted living. I don't know where you're getting that number from, but okay.
Okay, as opposed to you who was tweeting about dying in his motorbike in an accident. Okay, dude.
You said you wanted to black
metal. That is a fucking
Slayer.
Con fantasy.
Come on. Let me hit these chats real fast.
And we got another show coming up.
Yeah, we got another show coming up. I'm going to go through this real fast. All right, so we got Kid Blue, our B goes, Rolo dodging the defining a high value man is like the LGBT dodging what a woman is. Feels like I'm watching Matt Walsh's documentary right now. You're the grandmaster of RP. You out of all people should be able to define what a high value man is.
He can't define high value male, but he can define us as douche nozzles.
All right, let me.
That's pretty funny though.
Microchip says, Myron, you're my guy, but you're giving Rolo an out. Let him stand on the chair he's standing on so he can continue hanging himself with his food.
I know you really want to defend him.
Exactly, bro. Let that nigga talk for himself. He's a grown ass fucking man. Let that nigga talk for himself, bro. Let him talk for himself. He know he chatting.
Well, here's the thing.
I know you base a lot of the show around that book, but like, bro, he's making absolutely no sense.
Here's the thing. Everyone is interpreting it different. Obviously, I have my take on it. Rolo has his take.
He doesn't have a take, bro.
We all have different takes on this.
He doesn't have a take.
That's still a take.
That's still a take, though.
That's still a take.
Okay.
Look at this dick riding nigga. There's still a take. Yeah, there's still a take though. Yeah, come on. You want me to bend over, daddy? Like, yo, shut the you fucking mutt, bro. Yo, somebody put a leash on this nigga, bro. Muzzle your dog, people.
It is.
If this was some LGBT shit or some woman shit, we would be all laughing and roasting the fight. Rightfully so.
Yes.
If a woman came out and we were like, what makes a woman high value? And she's like, well, if she's in her moment and if she's girl bossing it up as hard as she can, that's a high value woman. Like, we would be roasting.
That's the same argument he's making right now.
What I'm saying. That's not the.
That is exactly what you're saying, gang.
Apples and oranges. Guys,
Not at all. More like tomato.
so that's the problem with all this shit. Is like you don't even understand the nature of the tweet. That's why.
Because I'm asking you a specific question, you can't answer it. Ask if it's advice. It's not. It's a joke. It's not.
The minute, okay, here's the thing. Here's a high value. Let me give you a high value man. A high value man goes and fucks as many chicks as he possibly can.
So high value was just fucking bitches to him. I could tell this nigga didn't get pussy until he got money, bro.
As many women as possible, and he fucking finds one little needle in the haystack, and he wipes up that girl because she happens to have no body count. She's like 100% in love with him, and I can go and rattle off all these extremes, and you know who's going to disagree with me? Every guy in fucking Daily Wire is going to disagree.
Say what you really think. Don't say it ironically. Say what you believe.
What I'm saying is what I believe here. Okay.
So I have all you men as a man that fucks mad bitches. That could get any woman he wants. So fellas, if you can't fuck mad bitches or you can't get any woman you want, it don't matter if you got $1 billion, if you an Elon Musk, if you're a fucking Ben Shepard. It don't even matter if you got mad money in the bank, if you're successful, you got a house, you got pussy, you got nothing. It don't matter if you got a wife, you got kids. It don't none of that shit matter. As long as if you're not fucking mad bitches and any bitch that you want, there's no one on earth, not Chris Brown, not Jay-Z, not fucking Trey Songz, not Neo, not Bow Wow, not any man on fucking earth can fuck 100% of the woman that he wants. Because there will always be that one person that says no. There will always be that one woman that has morality, character, and won't fall for the bullshit. So this nigga's the leader of y'all red pill movement is a fucking cock. Telling you that niggas right now.
And this is the whole thing. It's the point of the tweet is that it's your definition of what it is.
You keep saying that Ben Shapiro. You said Ben Shapiro's not a high value man. So you must be comparing him to some standard in your head. You said Bezos is not a high value man. You said Elon Musk is not a high value man. So there's some standard in your head that you're comparing these guys to that they're not matching up to. What is that standard?
Right. Well, let's all you would have to do is look at their personal lives so you would understand this. Again, do I have time to go and enumerate all of that? No, I don't.
Why? Apparently you got the time to dig in niggas' personal fucking life. So put niggas on, educate people. This is like the type of niggas that ask you, do you know what 2 + 2 is? No. What is it? Oh, I'm not telling you. You gotta figure that out yourself. But they really don't know what the fuck it is. They go, hey bro, you know what 2 + 2 for? Yo, you really don't know what 2 + 2 is, bro? This reminds me of the Cartman episode where this nigga, where it was Cartman, the South Park episode where these niggas was playing the little detective shits and they would need Butters to give a semen sample. This nigga Butters didn't know what semen is and where it came from. And he, Carmen was like, you dead ass don't wonder, you fucking retard. Hold on, I'll be right back. And then he go ask his friends, hey, what's a semen sample? I mean, well, where does semen come from and shit like that? This is what that is. This is exactly what that is, bro.
But if you go and you look at what they're doing, look, let's just use Elon Musk for a second here.
Yeah, let's use Ben Shapiro. That was a good example. Ben Shapiro.
We can look at Ben Shapiro. How did he meet his wife? Do you know how he met his wife?
What did they grow up?
It was arranged, right?
Was it an arranged or family friends? I don't know.
No, basically what Ben Shapiro did was he wore this chick down over the course of God knows like 3 or 4 months, right? He would meet the definition of stalking and being a creeper on the if he wasn't Ben Shapiro, right? If he didn't have his background in who he was.
3 to 4 months. What does that mean?
Basically,
What it means is he wore her down, is what he did.
What do you mean by wore her down?
And he's very proud of that fact too.
Okay, hold on, real quick. You seem to have a problem with this. When somebody asks you what is X, and then you go, "Well, it's X," you're not really answering the question. You've done this like 3 times. When you say wore her down over 3 to 4 months, what does that mean? Did they date? Did he see her after school?
What that means is he was persistent. He just kept wearing her down.
So fellas, because you find a girl that you want to be your wife, that's showing you that's supposed to be right. Don't be persistent with her. Ask her one time, hey, you want to go out? She says no, leave that bitch alone. Yo, what are you saying right now, you fucking... Yo, what are you saying, bro? What are you really saying? What? Because he put in the effort to get a good quality girl? That's an issue? Because he found the needle in the haystack that you just said is rare, the girl that loves him 100%, because he put in the effort to get her and he was persistent about it. That's something wrong with that. That makes him not high value now. When he's making more money, when he's making 10, 20, 50 times much more money than you're making, bro. Has more businesses than you. Probably has fucked more bitches than you. Come on, gang.
Over the course of time.
Bro, that's ridiculous, man.
I will send you the video. I will send you the video.
I bet you he doesn't, though.
Yeah. Jesus.
All right.
You guys should do viewer call-ins more often. It's cute.
okay. Well,
Yeah, and you should send your OnlyFans girls to come at me to debate me in your proc.
Why you want to debate OnlyFans girl? Why you want to debate dumb prostitutes? Debate real men, you pussy. They're trying to debate you right now. You can't even define a high value man as a fucking guru for high value men. Like, what the fuck is... See, yo, they good at picking on bitches. They good at picking on bitches, but when it comes to real niggas that could talk they shit back and debate them, they silent, bro. They pussy. They don't want the smoke.
I'll see you next time.
We're asking to debate you right now, and you can't even.
Except next time, please find a girl who actually puts lenses in her glasses.
What are you talking about here, bro?
A little weird.
You're so triggered, dude. Are you okay?
Not very rational.
I think
His 6 month will be the emotional male. I think
because I would consider Ben Shapiro a high value guy. I would.
Yeah, no, everybody would, obviously.
But
Wait, you disagree with the Grandmaster?
The Godfather, the great granddaddy of the red pill.
Y'all niggas trolling, man.
The Grand Wizard.
Would you, Myron? Would you?
Wait, so they're trolling, but this nigga's calling them douche nozzles, and y'all ain't got nothing to say about that, though. He's calling them dumbasses. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about that. Shut your dick riding asses up, bro.
Agree with his outlook on women.
With Ben Shapiro's outlook on women?
Yeah. Ben Shapiro has literally come at you for exactly this. For everything that these guys are talking about, he's come at you for exactly the same thing.
Yeah, so
you guys did a full show on this.
No, for sure. I disagree with him on as far as like the female stuff. Like, oh yeah, that like having sexual experience is like bad for you, like he was trying to say. Mm-hmm. But I think objectively speaking, from the things that I listed as far as what I think makes a guy high value, he has all those things. Now, he's limited on his knowledge of females for sure, right? Because I think he only got with one girl, and you know she comes from a certain type. She comes from a family, and a certain family. I don't want to say because we're on YouTube, but but I think that set her up. Yeah, cha-ching. That set her up to be a girl that would be to his liking. But the point I'm trying to make is, I think Ben Shapiro's a high value guy, but
says the niggas on sugar dating websites.
I don't agree with his stances on women.
Same thing with Steven Crowder right now. You guys were just talking about Crowder not too long ago. Like
that's how you know this nigga starts stuff, bro. He really knows exactly what they're talking about, when they talk about it, how they talk about it, who they talk about it with.
Right up until he got this divorce and all this stuff started coming out, and Candace Owens and all that shit.
Guys, but I don't.
Everybody would have said he was a high value guy until now.
I think they're high value guys like Crowder and Ben Shapiro based on what they've accomplished in life. But I don't agree with their standpoints on.
Rolla thinks that if he disagrees with them, then they can't be.
You guys are just, like, go back to fucking Twitch. Just go back to Twitch and start playing games again.
Fucking Twitch, man. Go back to playing games because you guys are obviously fucking idiots. But I'm the one who can't answer what a high value man is, and I'm the fucking Godfather, okay? So you just need to fucking listen to me and suck my dick like this bitch nigga Pug is doing. I mean, fit. I mean, fresh. Yeah. Where's the fucking peanut butter, bro? Why the fuck aren't you licking my tip, fucking fresh? You fucking pug-looking motherfucker.
Lee, you have no fucking point. There's no point for either one of you to be on this fucking show, quite honestly.
Dumbledore.
Bitch, it's not your show. You got no say on that. You mad, bitch? You mad they on the show before you had to call in and had an invite? Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Has spoken.
Because here's the thing: the traditional conservative beliefs don't necessarily work in today's sexual marketplace when it comes to dealing with women.
No, we agree, but that's the reason he thinks Ben Shapiro's not high value, because he disagreed with you on relationships.
No, what I'm saying is that well, yes, I would actually agree with that, simply because.
Okay, so there's a point.
Does Ben Shapiro, the way what his disagreement with you, does that then at least in some way diminish him as a high value man?
No, we can disagree. I disagree with that.
I'm asking Myron. I mean, because it's Myron who says,
yeah, you asking your fellow dick riders. Let's see if Myron got the balls to stand on what he said before.
He's a high value guy, but like
describe that he disagrees on the traditional relationships.
If you're gonna look at money, if you're gonna look at money, muscles, and game, okay. In this case, it's the female aspect of what makes a high value guy, right? If he disagrees with what he's not disagreeing with me, he's disagreeing with Myron.
He just said that he's high value.
He does that, bro.
He said he's high value, but except for that one part where he's saying, you know what, I disagree with his out.
Just because there's one part of him that you claim isn't high value overall, if a nigga has 5 out of 16, that makes a nigga high value. That he's high value. Just because he doesn't have that one thing doesn't mean he's not high value. And you still haven't defined what the fuck is a high value man. So why do you even have a say on who's a high value man when you don't even know what the fuck it is? How about you shut the fuck up, bro?
Outlook when it comes to like women and how best to go about like forming relationships or whatever, the sex, whatever it is.
Yeah, I think he's a high value guy, but I disagree with his notion on how to deal with women.
Well, he's not fucking 50. He's not fucking 50 guy or 50 women.
Hey, yo, you gay? I mean, you do got fucking fresh on your tip. So hey, yo.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not. He's against that, which I think is dated. You know what I mean? Again, like I.
It's his lifestyle. He's married. He doesn't need to fuck 50 bitches. He doesn't need to fuck whatever to prove anything. How's I
said before, I think a guy could be traditionally conservative, but I'd not agree. I don't necessarily have to agree with someone's viewpoints on how they deal with females for me to see them as high value, because I think he accomplishes all the things that I mentioned on my list of what I think makes a guy high value.
I agree.
And so what you're doing is you're saying that high value is these accomplishments, correct?
Yeah, I'm interpreting it. Yeah, that's how I interpret it. Which obviously everyone here at the panel has a different opinion.
I kind of agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Respected, accomplished.
Which is.
We don't really have a different opinion.
I feel like our definitions of high value are pretty aligned at the table.
Yeah, with us three, yeah. But I mean, again, we're looking at things differently in general.
Okay.
Because you guys don't agree. I agree with his tweet. If you want to become high value.
Look at the fucking chat. 50 guys. Rollo L.
In the quickest amount of time.
But you can't agree with.
He's so mad. Oh my God. Destiny should ask what game Rollo has after being married for 20 years. Give him rope. Myra
if he does
be fired. Oh no. Something that I guess that means fuck the elderly. I don't know. Rollo, stock it, shambles, sell.
Doesn't even define it. You can't agree with him if you don't even know what his definition is.
But does he agree with it? Defined by the way he defines it.
No, it is.
No, but he did though. He chose what high value means to him. You're missing a point.
Thank you. Fresh is the voice of reason.
Fresh the voice of dick. Fresh the voice of cum. Fresh the voice of fucking saliva and dick. You know when your girl get you head and she on top around, you get that dick smell on her breath. That's fresh. That's fresh.
Your head, because you guys are thinking about 1 point vasectomy. That's it.
We weren't even on vasectomy, but that's okay. I think we come to the bottom of this.
There wasn't on vasectomy, bro. If that's what you got from this, you just dick riding, bro. I see that's why you ain't sure.
It's common sense.
Well, Myron agrees with the tweet that I'm talking about, according to what his definition of a high value guy is. Correct?
Yeah, he knows his definition.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, let Myron answer for himself. You fucking dick riding pussy. Shut the fuck up. You no brain sheeple.
Exactly.
High value men are just like people that have high value.
I don't know. Guys. I know I'm coming off as very hostile to the people. I don't give a fuck about them. My thing is right. They're spewing pure bullshit that young kids are actually believing and following. And then when you test them on their fucking views, when you test them on something that he wrote countless books on, the nigga can't fucking answer. If you wrote a book on being a high value man, you should at least, I would think at the bare fucking minimum, be able to define what a high value man is to you. If you can't define it for anybody else, you should at least be able to define what that shit means for yourself, to you. But he can't even do that. And then you got fucking Dick Riding Supreme over here, Captain Dick Sahoy, Captain fucking put your dick on my chin, Captain I'm a pug so let me lick the peanut butter off your fucking nose, Captain I wear shorts so it's easier to get fucked, Captain I get pegged every night, Captain Mr. I'm a PAMP, a pimp. Like nigga, the Mr. Captain 1, 3, 2, 5 can't count ass nigga. You got this dickhead just beatboxing on this nigga's tip. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is y'all kings, bro. This is the leaders. Fuck out of here. Shout out to Destiny. Shout out to Sneako. Y'all ask good questions. The bitch nigga Rolo, the Godfather, couldn't answer any fucking thing. Myron, you made sense in some parts. Some parts you contradicted the fuck out yourself. But whatever. Agree to disagree. So let's see what's left.
And I agree. I got it.
All right, I'll hit these other ones. We got here Viking Paradigm, ignoring the context, talking over, interrupting ad hominems, goalpost shifting, claiming it's advice when it's not. It's easy to see who's trying to control their viewers and who's not, and easy to see who lost the debate here.
Hey, you're a douche nozzle. That's a douche nozzle thing to say.
Shout out to Viking, man.
That's not very rational of you.
Shout out to Viking, man. Yo, he just a dick rider, bro. Just.
Life, love, value. Women aren't so simple. Leave these RP dudes alone in their zone to stew. Responsibility, intelligence, and discipline above all, and are talismans of happiness for most people. Enjoy life, grind, and don't glorify.
Hey, I agree. Okay, 100%.
And then what else we got here? We got Mike Rashid. I hope y'all don't let Rolo's weird immigration comment fly by.
Immigration comment.
Immigration.
I think he was talking about when he was talking about Ben Shapiro's wife. That she was from something family. She got married for money group. I think that's what.
I wish I got an invite for discussion.
I wish you got an invite for this discussion.
He should come to the round table next week.
He's not Trump.
We didn't talk
What am I talking about?
He's not Trump, so that means he can't be held accountable for what he said. Yo, just get on your knees, bro. Your knees is already out. You're ready for it. Just go ahead, bro. Get on your knees, bro.
Immigration.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. What else? Anything else?
Up to you guys. Question mark.
That's it.
John.
100%.
100%. If I wanted to learn how to become a successful man, I'd go to Rolo before going to Sneako or Destiny. Two grown-ass men who argue like teenage boys.
All right, so 55-year-old guy calling us douche nozzles to someone who's like 3 times younger, that's a mature way to argue?
Damn.
If that's your idea, then okay.
Wow. Shots fired.
That's just what happened on the show.
Facts.
This is
You
a
left them speechless.
great debation.
Do you have anything to say? Like you called in.
Great
You're just
debation.
staring.
Where can they find y'all?
I mean, they know where to find. We plugged them out.
Go back to Twitch. That's some advice for you. That's some real advice for you guys. You guys have no business.
And this is y'all king. This is the mature nigga that you will go for advice. The nigga that's in his feelings versus the two calm, collected people here. Alright. Yo, y'all really people, bro. Y'all gotta have a mindset of your own.
Yeah, this shit right here. You're not ready to have an adult conversation.
They try to have an adult conversation. Yo, ass wouldn't answer any questions.
I've seen you chatting more than any other name in the chats. I read chat like whenever I stream, which is when I'm online, and you're in there more than me.
True.
So calling us Twitch, actually, I'm banned on there. I'm on Rumble, but yeah, if you want to pull the online card, then maybe get off the internet a little bit and chatting all day. Douche nozzle.
It's a lot harder when it's not just like 22-year-old.
Power to the people. My love is so equal. My love that wait. Power to the people. I love it so equal. I love don't need a plot, but it might just need a sequel.
Women being ganged up on a podcast, huh? I'm sorry, Rilla.
No, I'll be happy to fucking debate you, dude.
Year-old women being ganged.
What did he say?
Douche nozzle.
It's a lot harder when it's not just like 22-year-old women being ganged up on a podcast, huh? I'm sorry, Rilla.
No, I'll be happy to fucking debate you, dude. On any topic you want.
Nigga, they just tried to debate you. Your bitch ass wouldn't answer.
We are right now.
Yeah, we just did.
No, you're talking about this one fucking tweet is what you're talking about.
Well, we were talking to the Godfather of Red Pill, trying to.
Yeah, and speaking of fucking tweets, or excuse me, speaking of fucking super chats, was that not you on whatever podcast the other night?
Yeah, I like to support.
On whatever podcast the other night. Don't act like you don't know the podcast. If you know he was there, you obviously was there too, bro. So what the fuck are you talking about right now? What point are you trying to make?
With people like go on to have a podcast.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you for at least admitting it.
Those are the only two.
At least he can admit it, Slime. Can you? The fuck? You sitting there like a fucking sore bitch. Like, look at his face. You know this nigga is hurt, bro. God damn, yo, get out your feelings, bruh. I'm just trying to chill, man. You just trying to like, come on, bro. I'm telling you, I don't want to do none of that, shorty. Like, what's happening, shorty? I'm with that shit, shorty. What's going on, shorty? Like, I'm trying to chill, and you trying to Like, come on, bro.
2 super chats have sent my life. If I'm watching content and I want to know if it's red pill or not, I just
Seems like you're watching a lot more than you think you are.
Every program I've ever been on. It
seems like you're watching a lot more than you're thinking about. Like, what, bro? Do you even know what you saying, bro?
Insane. You should get a tax credit for like watching me.
Bro, do you have anything to say? Why are you staring like that?
Hold on, bud.
It's whatever, shawty. It's whatever, shawty. I told you I'm just trying to chill, bro. And you keep on goddamn.
Yeah. Every shot. Every shot. It's what. Oh. I'm just trying to chill. I'm just trying to chill, bro. I'm just trying to chill, bro. I'm just trying to chill, bro. Can you
Damn, man. Okay. I thought you'd have a rap.
It's like, no, you got this.
That's fully the vibe I'm getting from this nigga, bro. All he's saying is you ain't saying shit, bro.
Here's the thing: is you guys. First of all, I've thrown out this
swear in his car after the show.
First of all, this challenge. If you guys want to come to Vegas, come to Vegas. We'll sit across the table from each other.
Oh, and build up your fucking dog shit podcast. What are you talking about? Come to Miami.
I am coming to Miami
next week.
Oh, cool.
You hope you're here next week.
You guys are so mean, man.
Yeah,
look at bro. I didn't.
You guys are so mean, man. Stop picking on my boyfriend. Leave him alone. Oh my god, stop it. Yo, you ever seen those videos of somebody getting fucked up so badly? The girl come out and, oh my god, leave him alone. Why you doing that? That's the vibe this bitch nigga Pug Fit is Pug Fresh is doing right now. Leave him alone. You guys are so mean. But he called the niggas fine what he calling them dumbasses, douche schnauzels, and fucking idiots. You don't say shit, you laugh at that shit. But oh my god, you're so mean. Stop it. Leave my boyfriend alone. Nigga, get the dick out your mouth and a fucking peanut butter off your nose, bro.
What do you mean we're mean? He called us douche nozzles. Oh, it's fine. He's the grand wizard of red pill, so I can't go say anything about that. But I'm mean now because I'm calling him irrational for not having any arguments at all. Bro, I know you want to defend him because the book is here on the table, but like, bro, that made no sense.
You guys have not read the book. You guys don't know what the fuck
I'm not reading your book, bro. You can't even define what high value man is. Why would I read a book from a guy who can't have a clear definition?
You read the book.
I'm not even gonna go there. I'm fucking for the last half hour. I've been trying to explain to you this shit to you. You guys have no business being in this fucking sphere to begin with. First of all, Second of all,
keep it forever until you're 65.
second of all, and the reason why is because you devolve into. You want to know why? Like when we talk, nobody debates anymore. You know why? Because it devolves.
Nigga, nobody debates no more because your bitch ass can't answer questions that's asked in a debate. A debate is for both parties to answer questions and exchange ideas back and forth. Niggas ask you, the leader, the quote-unquote leader of the red pill movement, the fucking godfather of the red pill movement, what is a high-value man, and your pussy ass don't know how to answer it. And they can't debate, you fucking douche nozzle? Shut the fuck up.
Into this middle school bullshit that both of you are, but you guys are perfect. Yes, you guys should marry each other.
You can't call this
Oh, and now here comes the homophobic slurs.
childish when you were the one who started insulting. I would just ask you a question and then you said douche nozzle.
True.
Now you're gonna go play the maturity card?
Look at him. Look, yo, he tight, bro.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna play the maturity card.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you're stupid. He's a fucking kid, bro. Fucking kid.
That was a middle school argument. All right. I mean, this is not going anywhere.
This was a great debate.
I like
debation. Debation.
Well,
Speaking of
I mean,
debation,
it's very obvious that everyone here has different takes, which is great.
What the fuck is debation? The fuck is a debation? You mixing debate with masturbation? I get it, because you were just jerking that nigga off throughout the whole topic, huh? You were just sucking that nigga dry. I bet you his windpipes are blowing clear now, thanks to courtesy of fucking Fresh.
I think that's good.
I'm not sure what his take is.
How the fuck you quite look like? Look what you're wearing, bro. Jesus.
Still,
But
But that's cool. It's different than ours. We know that.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Is there anything else, Chris? Or
let's see. Nope, we're good.
all right,
All right.
bro.
Smash
do you have
that like
anything
button.
that you want to say before we?
I was gonna say I'll be there next week.
All right, cool. Well, I think we'll have him on the 15th.
Let's do a boxing match.
Just kidding. All right, bro.
Shut your ducking pussy ass up. Let's do a boxing match, but you ain't want a boxing nigga that you called out talking shit about his wife, man. You shut your pussy ass up, pussy ass pussy. Have a good one, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy. God damn, 2 goddamn hours. Holy fuck, that's a long video.